I have talked a lot about creativity in Overwatch, and I know that I am not the only one who dislikes this new character design.
I'm not gagging.
So if I mispronounce her name in advance, I'm really sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. But Freja's character design is extremely weak. It's so lazy. I think Overwatch has the potential to make a really good character and a really good character design. We've seen this time and time again. In my opinion, my personal opinion, one of my most favorite and beloved character designs is probably Orisa or Bastion. I don't know, just I like that robotic look. And then if we're gonna think about human characters, I think my second favorite or a really close second is probably Ana. I don't know, I just like the fact that she has an eye patch that gives her a lot of character. But then we have these character designs where all they do is they copy and paste someone else's face onto the character that's from the same character model, no less, so you can really tell. Freja is literally just Widowmaker if she wasn't purple and French. You can't change my mind. Look at their faces. Nothing's changed. The same scowl, the same expression, everything's the same. They look fucking pissed. And they look the fucking same. They look like they can be twins, honestly, but they're not going to be twins because I think Freja's from a whole ass different country and the Widow's from France. So obviously they're not going to be the same or a twin. And in my opinion, this is extremely lazy. I know Blizzard makes a lot of money. I think everyone knows that Blizzard makes a lot of money. And I think what may have happened is that, with the whole Marvel Rivals thing, they just started freaking out and they're like, we're going to put our budget into the game development. And that's completely fine, right? I agree, put your money and focus on the game development, adding new changes, stadium, whatever. But don't neglect the characters as much because they've done this before. So I briefly mentioned this in my iceberg video about Overwatch. Basically, they took Mercy's face and then they just plugged it into Brick and they gave her thicker eyebrows and they called it a day. Because if you ever look at the animations, right, Brig's character looks nothing like her in the game, not even close. I know Cass, yeah, they made him really hot in the animatic, and then his real in-game character design looks like a hobo, but at least the character design came out before the animatic, but this was the other way around where they could have used that same facial structure instead of just giving her Mercy's face with thicker eyebrows and brown eyes. That's all they really did. And then they did it again with this character. And it's it doesn't even help that her personality seems just like Widowmaker. So really, it's so hard to really differentiate the two characters. The only difference is okay, Freja is a normal, pale skin tone, right? And then I think she has blue eyes, if I'm not mistaken. They're probably brown. And then orange red hair. That's it. That's all the differences. And blue thing on her eye. That's all that's really different. But her same face is Widow's, the same scowl. It's they didn't even try to make them look a little bit different.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Intel has told us there are at least 7.
Okay, I already see one. Give him. Okay.
They're the same picture.
Now, I can already, imagine that there's going to be people in the comments saying, this is a free game. You shouldn't be saying all these things. It's free. It's whatever. But here's the thing. Why should I give Overwatch a pass that it's a free game if other free games don't do this shit? Apex and Valorant, their characters look completely different from one another. You cannot tell me that Loba's face is the same as, Medic, right? They're completely different. Or you can't tell me that Sage looks like Killjoy. You can't tell me that. Killjoy's face is obviously different than Sage's, right? Killjoy has these really thick lips and thicker eyebrows, and then we have Sage who's thin eyebrows. Her lips are a little bit more small. These little things, they make a difference, okay? So I don't want to hear people saying well, it's a free game, you shouldn't be critiquing it. Yes, I can, because just because it's free doesn't mean I can't critique the character designs, because if other free games can also, at least keep in mind character design and not repeat the same shit, I think it's fair to say that so can Overwatch. We see with League of Legends, right? They have all these characters. Technically the game is free, so there you go. See, same shit. I know the character is not out yet, so I can't really talk too much about her kit, but just based on what I've seen, To me, this character just looks so bland. It's so boring. Like, I love unique character designs. I like it when they do something different, you know, they spice it up a little bit. But then I look at this character and it's just boring. Like, there's nothing unique about her. She's just Widowmaker, but a bounty hunter. That's all they really did. Like, they took Widow's same personality, like this cold-hearted exterior, and then they made her look like Widow. You know, I think even her body looks a lot like Widow. If anything, they probably just deflated her ass, right? But that's about it, because Widow has to have the fat assassin in this fucking game. But this character is just so boring and so bland. Like, seeing her kit, I am interested in what she has to do, like what she's gonna do. But just looking at the character and the character design, it's just so weak. And it's such a shame, because, you know, I love the perks. I love all these new changes that they're doing in Overwatch. And I just kind of wish that they also didn't just heavily neglect the characters as well. Because I feel like they can make really strong character designs when they try or when they want to. You know, just because they're pretty doesn't mean that it's a good character design. And I think you see this the most with this character and Brig. Brig is pretty, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd date her any day. But then her character design is so weak when you think about, okay, she literally just looks like Mercy's face. At least with, you know, Brig, they gave her a different body. They made her a little bit more muscular, a little bit more buff. But then this character, they didn't even do that. This is like a worse version or a worse degree of the Brig thing, because it's just the same face, same body. At least with Brig, they gave her, like, you know, a little bit more muscle, a lot more muscular, you know, more buff, you know, like Korra. But instead, we have this character who just looks like Widowmaker, even in the body, even in her, like, actual, like, outfit as well. It's just Widowmaker. She is just a sexy, I think she's Norwegian or like Icelandic, I'm not sure, bounty hunter. Like, that's really her thing. Oh, but a scowl too, so she's like a hot tsundere, I guess. But it's just like I said, I love unique character designs, and this is just not it for me. It just comes off as lazy. And I know Blizzard is getting lazy, because even in this battle pass we saw the 3 highlight intros or 2 highlight intros of Mei and Zenyatta doing the lion dance, but it's just reused animation from the Tracer lion dance that was done years ago. And it makes me a little annoyed that, like, they're getting a little lazy. Like, I know what happened, right? They probably put all their money and effort into the skins and then the actual game development. In my opinion, that's probably what happened, because that's how we're getting perks and, like, Stadium next season and all these, like, new big changes, hero bands, whatever. And they just kind of neglected the characters, and then the battle pass, obviously. Although I can understand why, what happened. You know, I can, you know, sympathize with the developers as to why, you know, the character design for the new character is just super weak. And just not even just Freja. Like, I feel like the new guy too, Aqua. You guys can't tell me he doesn't just look like the male version of Tracer. Like, I try not to see it. I know it's just concept art right now, so maybe it's gonna look a little bit different in the final development. But it just comes off as bland, you know? Like, I don't just want to see hot characters on my screen, right? Maybe that's just me, but I don't like to see that all the time. I get fucking bored of it. I want to see unique and creative character designs, not just attractive characters. Attractive characters does not mean it's a good character design. It's just unfortunate because, like I said, I feel like they could be so creative. I know they talked about making a movie or a TV show. They want to do like the Arcane, you know, they want to be the FPS of Arcane. But it's just like, I think that would be a good idea if they can actually care about their characters and make them creative and not just, okay, let's just make her hot and then she's gonna be a bounty hunter because that's all we can do. It's just, she's nothing right now. She's like, she just looks, everyone. And like, I know like she's not even out yet. I can't say too much about her personality, but to me, what I've seen is just like, they didn't even change the face, like their face at all, the body, not even like the fucking personality from Widowmaker. Like, if you put these two characters next to each other and then you ask someone who doesn't play the game, if they're related, I believe they're gonna say yes. I am quite confident, especially in like the Talon skin and like her human skins for Widow. It will be almost damn near impossible to tell the difference. Like, look at her Kerrigan skin with her like red hair for Widow, and then look at Freja. You cannot tell me they don't look like sisters or siblings. And especially with the same exact sexy scowl. It's like they didn't even try to like change her personality at the bare minimum. But yeah, those are just my thoughts about the new character. I don't know. I feel like I am like on the other side of the spectrum because I did think she was pretty. I thought she was gorgeous, but then I started looking at her more and more. I'm just like, bruh, it's just Widowmaker. Never mind, I found her so beautiful. Like, that's all I could think about. And it just makes me annoyed because they didn't even try, you know? Like, I would love if Blizzard can experiment with their character designs or their skins because, like I said, I've talked about this so many times, but I get tired of seeing the cute e-girl shit. Like, and it's crazy because that's what they're trying to appeal to me as a person, as a girl on the internet. They're trying to appeal to me with this cute e-girl shit or hot characters. And then for me, it's just not clicking anymore. Like, I've seen my fair share of like hot characters, right? But then I just get, I don't know, maybe numb to it. Like, maybe that's why I find, you know, Arthur Morgan so attractive, because like he's like generally one of the only attractive characters on that game. Him and John Marston. And then for the girls, like, they all look beautiful, right? But like, at least like I'm not overwhelmed with the same character design. Like, some of those character designs look fucking disgusting, like the incest brother. Like, that looks disgusting. And I want that for Overwatch. I would love a disgusting character to look at and just puke, you know? Or give me another animal character. We only have like 2 animals, and that's Winton and that's Hammond. And I thought that they had like a little like, you know, subsection for like human experiments. What about that? Or animal experiments? Why don't we have that more often? A dark character who was experimented on, who got like shit coming out of his eyes or something. I don't know, like a really buff, scary looking bunny from the stupid ass like Resident Evil, something like that. Give me that. I don't want to see sexy bounty hunter or Aqua, the male version of Tracer. Please, just give me something. Give me a little bit more spice in this fucking bitch. Because I'm tired of the lack of creativity. I'm so tired of it. That's why, personally, I think Valorant's character designs is just far more superior. Just because they try to do something different. You know, each character looks a little different. Love that already. You know, we got Viper. Viper does not look like Reyna. Reyna does not look like Sage. Sage does not look like the robot girl. Like, I like these little differences, you know? We have Kaio, who looks pretty fucking cool. And then we have, you know, Chamber, who looks like a real estate agent, but you know what? I'll take it. Things like that. I would love that. Or even Apex. You know, Bloodhound looks so cool. I love Bloodhound's character. And I love Crypto's character. You know, I thought his character design was the best because I found him attractive, so I bought him, and I would only play him because I thought he was hot. And that's what I want to feel. But I don't feel that way for this game. A quick shout out to my members, Kawaiiru, Waki, Wakito Woo Woo, aka Waki number 2, Little Layla, Fruitful, Jerry Rico, Onesie Lightyear, Manny 2062, Faded Visions, Peace T Life, Javante 0.